I'm going to give a very quick download about IPMAT and GIPMAT. IPMAT and GIPMAT are wonderful exams, right? It's a fabulous course. The integrated MBA course is a fabulous course. I wish we had these options back when I was a student. What is it effectively? It's a 5-year course to do BBA and MBA. 3 years of BBA, 2 years of MBA. You'll join with the relevant IIM batch, which be it Indoor or Rotec or whatever the relevant college is, at the end of your 3 years. And so the IIMs have been now designated universities, so they give the 3-year BBA degree. They give you an option to discontinue if you want to. They give an option to continue at the end and join with the batch 3 years from now. It's a brilliant course because several people have their heart set on doing an MBA. They're doing an MBA. They say they'll do an MBA eventually. I'll finish engineering and do an MBA. I'll finish BCom and do an MBA. I'll do law and then do an MBA. This is a route to doing an MBA directly. How are the exams? Exams are very straightforward. They test basic mathematics, basic English, little bit of data interpretation thrown in, and not 1/3 of the exam, but little bit thrown in. Those of you, all the students who have just finished class 12 will be writing it. So it is very likely that your math level is reasonably at a high level. So you will find a lot of mathematics to be straightforward. So, and second thing, you can't really prepare for this exam in the 3 months, 2 months before your board exams. There's 100 other things going on in your head. Board exam probably the most crucial exam that you're going to write in your life. So I would strongly urge you to do all the research on IPMAT, GIPMAT exam courses, especially if parents are listening. Do all the research on it. Have a plan ready to attack it the day board exams get over and not really think about it before that. It's a wonderful option. Several times parents ask me, if I get into this college for engineering and that IPMAT degree, which should I take? That's a question that we can all sit and discuss in May, June. Right now, the priority is to know what the broad thing is. It is a definite yes. The degree is fantastic. The college is fantastic. You get, it's like advanced booking for an MBA seat from a premier B school in India. If MBA is somewhere in your horizon, you have to take it. It's a brilliant option. Right? The exam is straightforward. It's basic math and English. The math level, chances are class 12 students are very comfortable with the math level. Right? So it is something that you should consider, you should plumb for, you should prepare for. You should prepare for post your board exams. Right? Now, what should be the broad preparation plan be? Some of the students, I'm going to break it into 2 parts, the student community. Ones who have been going through the drill for some kind of competitive exam, be it JEE or be it some other equivalent, where you're saying, I'm going on this math, physics, chemistry, heavy duty route. If you're doing that, then chances are your quant is completely covered anyway. Then you don't have to prepare extra for this. You need to make some adjustment. You need to say, look, I might be the doyen in functions. I might be wonderfully good in understanding trigonometric functions. But if I can get an easier mark from percentages and profit and loss, I should look to grab that. Very important to say, it's easy marks are available, I should take them. So keep that in mind, that adjustments you need to make if you're a candidate who's already preparing for this. For verbal, you need to read tons of stuff, get comfortable with the format, make sure that you can figure out context from the sentences. Students who are not preparing for some of these mainstream math, physics, chemistry exam, your bias for preparation should be slightly towards the arithmetic section, then add a layer of data interpretation, a little bit of geometry, then move on to algebra, functions, all of that. So that even if you don't have the time to do everything, you have enough in the tank to clear all section cutoffs and compete with whatever there. I've not seen a bhayankar noticeable difference for math heavy students outperforming the not math heavy students. Because if you pick and choose your battles, if you say, look, I'll answer all the simpler questions and leave the 3-4 really cranky ones, you can go toe to toe with the die-hard JEE preparation student and compete with it. Right? Final thing that I want to dwell on is the timeline. Right. This is very important. Typically, the board exam ends somewhere in March. Your IPMAT indoor exam is in June. Rotec exam is on May 20. So the window for preparation effectively is you finish your board exams, take stock for 3-4 days. If you're any kind of typical candidate, from about March 31st to June 15th, you're going to sign up to write about 5 to 6 exams, assorted categories. That's the life after board exams. Right? So if you're in that bunch, keep these 2 dates in mind. May 20 is IPMAT Rotec, June 16 is IPMAT Indoor. There's going to be a GIPMAT exam also that happens somewhere in June. So you're really preparing to gear up for this exam first and then make some adjustment for this. Rotec exam is generally the simpler one and then IPMAT indoor is slightly tougher. GIPMAT swings the pendulum the opposite way. It's a super simple exam. So the adjustment from road tech to GIPMAT is going to be simple. To indoor, you need to amp up level of difficulty a little bit. And what do we guys offer? We offer a crash course for this exam from March 25 to April 22, about 4-week course where we do classes throughout the day, 5-6 hours of live classes through the weekdays. That is going to be for the first batch, which is saying, look, I'm going to focus on this. Typically what happens generally is that some students who have other exams to do, therefore they don't want to start the day the board exams end, but a little later on. If you're starting a little later on by April 10th, 12th, this is a 4-week sprint from April 12th to May 10th. Again, we'll cover all the ground on IPMAT, we'll cover all the basics classes, we'll cover math, we'll cover verbal. We will make sure that you have plenty of mocks to take and some amount of mentorship to say, how do you plan for the exam, discuss for that, all of it. If you're thinking about, hey, MBA is an option, you must write IPMAT. If you're thinking about, hey, how do I go about it, you must say, after my board exams end, I will have a crack at it. And you're saying, after it ends, I will have a crack at it. It's brilliant to take a 4-week crash course, see how you can have a go at it and then crack it. Best wishes.